me to help Wayne. She told me,
he's freaking out, man. He's driving like a maniac up and down the fields, the dirt and side roads, and even the gravel road. He's gonna kill himself or get busted by them cops that have been hanging around.
they wanted me to try and reason with him. I looked and he was driving through a field, but he was coming this way again. When he did drive by, I mustered up my courage and I ran to the driver's side running board. I jumped on the truck and I held on to the rear view mirror for dear life. I could tell by the acid gleam in his eyes that he was fucked up royally. They wanted me to try and he was yelling out the window at me. I yelled back at him and off he went. And what could I do except to ride home with the epilogue field at night? Both of us were howling at the moon and whooping it up, totally into the acid rush of living dangerously. This is fucking cool, he exclaimed. Yeah, you better stop and get some more beer. Yeah, you better stop and get some more beer. Yeah, you better stop and get some more beer. He pulled up there, just parked his truck and stopped. I jumped up and rolled on the ground. I didn't scare you, did I? At least he got it out of his system, and maybe it did me some good too. But I told him it was the scariest shit I'd ever done in my life. Darren came over to me and told me thanks a lot for encouraging him, but not killing him anyway. Tom kept leaving and coming back. He was probably still selling pot out of his car and going to get more in Dixon now and then. People were still riding dirt bikes and motorcycles through the yard at night. They were kind of tearing up the lawn, doing burnouts and wheelies and generally fucking around, running over bushes and gardens and shit. George was singing about the spring in the sky and picking on a guitar when I walked by.
For some days some Sunday, but the spring in the sky. I'll meet you and we'll talk again.
It was blowing everyone away that he was still playing after all this time. I had been asking about Bruce and them, but no one knew that they had even left. Some of them said that they didn't even notice seeing them. So who gave away all the fucking acid then? Something was wrong about it. The whole mood in the atmosphere had changed to dark. and dramatically today. Fearfully, I looked inside the house. People were partying in the house as well. I mean, you couldn't even tell that we had swept or mopped or cleaned that day. The paint was smeared all over, even on the wall. I think new windows were even broken besides the old ones that we had cleaned up. There was beer cans, litter, fast food, garbage laying around everywhere. I talked to a couple people inside the house, but no one there really knew what happened. Some of them that didn't even know the house had gotten fixed up before it got trashed, other than wet paint being smeared. I walked out of the house and observed all the chaos and carnage going on. It looked like now my car was blocked in and I couldn't leave if I wanted to. I stood there for a minute. I walked through the path that led to the springs, but it was too dark, and I couldn't bring myself to walk down alone in the dark into the unknown, something that I could never do alone. So I stood there and I took a piss next to a tree. I sat down next to another big tree where I could see the glow of the fire and hear the party noises. And yet I was separated from it all, detached. I smoked a bowl by myself, thinking over the night, as I often did. I leaned back against the tree and cried. I was burnt out from the drugs, tired, cold, sad, and wore out. Maybe I slept a while, I'm not really sure.